And welcome everyone to the CBCTV podcast. It's Monday. You might hear this on Monday. You might hear this on Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully it's Monday. But yeah, TV podcast. We talk about all the TV news this week. I am Mitch. I'm not the one that usually hosts this show, but for the meantime, I don't know how long. It could be forever. It might not be. Who knows? I'm probably going to be doing these solo. So the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So TV, movies, comics. Yeah, because Joe's not around. He can't be here at the minute. He's got other stuff on the go. So yeah, as always, you can follow me at Mitch692. You can follow the channel at CBC. You can just Google it. You'll get it at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Almost said Tumblr then. I don't know if we're on Tumblr. It might be a new one. Yeah, you can listen. Google will bring up anywhere you can listen to it. You could listen to it live as I'm currently recording this on Twitch. You could listen to it on YouTube, but you're probably hearing it now. Any podcast services, pick one. We're probably on there. Who knows? Maybe not. But yeah, these are naturally going to be shorter. Some of my own. If you get a long pause, it's just me trying to think of what I'm trying to say. I might edit those out. It might stay in. Who knows? But yeah, to get straight into it though, with the news of this week, because there's a ton of stuff this week. We have the news that Netflix is currently developing a live-action Cowboy Bebop series for the streaming platform. I honestly don't know how to feel about this one. Death Note wasn't great. What have they done any other anime adaptations? I don't think they have. Chat, you're gonna have to help me out on that one. If you remember any, I know there's the whole meme of live action Netflix anime, but I can't remember if that's actually, because there's a ton of stuff, or if there's only just the one. But Death Note didn't go great. They completely strayed away. Fair enough. They tried to do their own thing. They didn't try to do a direct translation. They wanted to take the story in a slightly different way, but it turned out how it turned out. It's still getting a sequel for God knows what reason, because who wants that sequel? But this, I don't know. I think it being a show, helps it a bit more, because they're not just rushing everything into an hour and a half like most anime adaptations seem to make the mistake of. So personally, for me, this is a good tick. It's check one of the things they should be doing. Also, it's Netflix. TV's kind of their thing. But yeah, I don't know. Do we know who's doing it? I'm not 100%. Is the Prison Break guys? Anyway, I'm not 100% sure on who's making it. But, it's not the longest running series possible. It's only 26 episodes, I think. It came out in 95. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Fantastic series. Second best anime of all time. Right behind Neon Genesis, which is also going to Netflix. And for some reason, they're redubbing it. But that's a different conversation, and that news is not on it. But, I'm 50-50 on this one. I want to have hope. Chris Yost is writing. Is he actually? Huh. That's it. Thank you, chat. I just pulled out a random message from nowhere, but I could have got away with that, thinking I've been reading the article, which I really should have read the article. What has Yost done? Well, I think about it. This is really unprofessional of me. Thor Ragnarok. That's right. He did do Thor Ragnarok. That's another step in the right direction for me. What did he say? Second chat. I said Cowboy Bebop was the second best anime of all time. Neon Genesis is the clear number one. If you want to fight me on that, I will throw hands. But that's how it goes. So yeah, the Thor Ragnarok writer, fine. I'm happy with that. It being a TV series, fine. I'm happy with that. I'd need to see anything. I don't really want to judge it, and I know everyone's already judged it because it's Netflix and anime, but what can you do? But I think they've said it's coming out. When did they say it was coming out exactly? It's like 2020 something. Of course, now I can't find the date. Did they even give a date? No, I don't think they did. Huh. Oh no, wait, no, no, not that. There's not a date that I can see anyway. But yeah, let me know what chat. Let me know what you think of this news if you're happy for it. If not, people in the comments in YouTube or wherever, let me know what you think about it. Thank you, chat. I did not do that. But yeah, there's not much else to say on that, really. I just hope and pray that it's good. I read because I haven't seen it since it came out. I'm gonna do a rewatch of it because it deserves to be rewatched. If you haven't watched it yourselves, go watch it. You'll be all the more enlightened for it. So yeah. Next up, we do have I have the news that I've ordered for myself. But yeah, we had the news that the CW is developing a Super Clean series. It's based off the Cullen Bunn series, which, when did that come out? It wasn't that long ago. I'm honestly not sure. When did Super Clean come out? Cullen Bunn. But it's basically Powerless that they tried on that one network. I can't remember which one it was, NBC or wherever, or what, at CBS, whichever the one it was. But I kind of have a hard time understanding why they're trying the same concept again. I think Super Clean's more in line with what Damage Control used to be. But yes, it was very similar to Powerless, but it wasn't exactly the same. One's more hands-on on the ground and clean up, one's insurance company in an office. So if it's more Damage Control, which I believe Super Clean is, it's a slightly different one, but at the same time, it's like you tried this once and it didn't kind of work. So, and yes, it's a different network. That's it, NBC. NBC is not the same as CW, no doubt. This being on the CW will run for 1,000 seasons because everything on there does. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch it because I don't watch most of the CW shows. I only really watch iZombie. So, it's there. It'll be a thing, maybe, probably. CW should definitely be a thing. But yeah, I don't know, it's a weird thing to try and do again, but Marvel ain't putting out Damage Control, so I suppose someone's got to do it, ain't they? Might as well be the CW. Yeah, we haven't got a lot of details on that one, so can't really talk about that one all too much. So yeah, next up we have Marvel's Runaways. We finally got a trailer for season 2. Because, like everything else on the planet, it's coming out December 21st of this year if you're in stateside. Everywhere else, I don't believe we got a date for it yet. I can't say it's when the season's over because they're not doing the week-to-week thing. They're just dropping it all at once for some reason. But it's happening. I really enjoyed this trailer. There's a lot of interesting little things, little interesting nuggets. The spot, they're in their little lair. I can't remember what that's called, the den or something. I know chat's gonna scream about that in a second. Nice little Doctor Strange Easter egg with what's her name, Nico? Yeah, she has the same eyes Caecilius has. I wonder if that giant purple jellyfish blob thing's gonna be those weird space gods or whatever there are in the Runaways. That's going to be related to them and not at all. But it looks interesting. They seem to have stepped it up a lot, which I think the show needed, especially after the first season. Because where I enjoyed the first season, it was very deliberately paced. They stretched 3 issues out over multiple, 12 episodes. So it's nice that it's looking more like a superhero comic book show. They got everything. They got the magic. They got the Easter eggs. You got the weird, crazy, colorful stuff. It's nice. I'm looking forward, and hopefully, maybe there'll be a Cloak and Dagger thing in there because this seems to be about the right time that they should probably pop up. Maybe start of season 3. Who knows? But of course, only on Hulu. Everywhere else, I believe during the UK, it's on Sci-Fi. I assume it's still going to be the same. I honestly couldn't tell you right now. But yeah, moving on from that one, because I'm just going to completely rush through these. Blade Runner, Black Lotus has been announced for Adult Swim. It's going to be an anime series. We had there was a previous Blade Runner anime movie. I can't remember what it was called. Black something. And they like having black in their titles. We've done these Blade Runner animes. It's going to be done by the people who did. I believe it's the new Ultraman. So Solar Digital Arts. If you've seen the trailer for Ultraman for Netflix, it looks fine. The animation's a bit clunky, but it's the 3D stuff, so it's always clunky at the start. If you've seen Appleseed, it's going to have Shinji Aramaki. From that, if Ghost in the Shell, Kenji Kamiyama, the standalone complex guy, those two are going to be directing every episode of the season premiere, which there's no way that bad. I haven't seen the anime movie for Blade Runner yet. I believe that one takes place in 2020 sometime, I want to say. It's between the two, but this one, yeah, again, it's between the two. This will be 30-minute episodes. I don't think they've told us how many. No, they have not. We have no idea what the plot is. We just know it exists and who's directing all the episodes. It will take place in 2023, so it's slap bang right in between Blade Runner 1 and 2049. Obviously, you know what year 2049 takes in. But yeah, so that's cool. I need to see, as I said, the first Blade Runner anime movie. I'll probably watch that before this comes out. Hopefully, maybe if I remember. But yeah, it's cool. I'm here for this one. The Ghost in the Shell standalone complex guy sold me on it instantly. I have no idea who did the first one, so I'm all here. And on to our last one, which, unless chat has anything to say, loved Appleseed. Yeah, Appleseed is great. If you haven't watched Appleseed, go check Appleseed out. Fantastic series. But yeah, unfortunately, our last piece of news is that we have lost Daredevil. Matt Murdock is yet again no longer with us. If you didn't see the end of the Defenders post-credits, that makes sense. But yeah, Season 4 exists. We know that because the guy announced on Twitter that he pitched it, so it is what it is. Yeah, it's not surprising in the slightest. I think everyone saw this one coming after they got rid of Luke Cage and Iron Fist. But, it's not all doom and gloom. Yes, people want to blame Disney. Disney had nothing to do with the cancellations of this in the slightest. This is all a play on Netflix's part. And there are several factors. If Army's gone into more detail than I probably would on that. Netflix, there's Disney Plus. They don't want their stuff advertising them on another service. Netflix don't want to advertise someone else's service. So with Millar World and the Rob Liefeld stuff, Netflix don't really need Marvel, and Marvel don't really need Netflix. That saying, these shows are not officially dead. There is a chance that they will get picked up. They more than likely will. It all depends on budgetary factors for whoever picks them up. Because the two options they currently have are Hulu and FX. I believe FX is more the front runner of the two options at the minute. Because honestly, I don't know what they're going to be doing with Um, but if it's an FX, that's a drastic change to not only the format but how everyone watches it. I honestly don't know if these shows will hold people week to week. It'll be interesting to see if they do. Then again, you just need a good enough show, I suppose. But if they have that middle slump that these series are renowned for, then it could be interesting. But with that, I honestly don't think if they do get picked up, I don't see them getting more than a season somewhere. Jessica Jones, I don't believe will go past season 3. If it does get picked up, it gets picked up great. Luke Cage and Iron Fist are definitely the ones I think they're gunning for to get wrapped up because they've got massive cliffhangers with both of them. What a time to suddenly change direction for your characters and then get cancelled. But it's what it is. That they'll believe that they'll come back. No, don't expect it because TV and movie industry studios can change their mind on a dime. At one point, Disney Plus was going to have a mature content until it wasn't. At one point, the Shang-Chi movie that got announced today was going to be a show until it wasn't. And that is a fact, but it's a cold hard fact. But it's things change, things evolve. I think their biggest hurdle purely is the budgetary thing because Netflix paid for all the shows. The actors aren't contracted under Netflix, so all this talk of a reboot is hilariously wrong. There's an ABC Studios logo slapped all over these shows, so why people think it's just Netflix putting them out, I don't know. But and as far as I'm aware, Charlie Cox and John Bernthal definitely have a movie appearance. So even if you don't get the show, their schedule's all freed up for a movie bit. But who really knows with that one? Don't get your hopes up for Spider-Man. That's all on Sony. If you want Daredevil and Spider-Man, you go bug Sony, but they're all busy with the sump at the minute. So yeah, it's reboot definitely not in the cards. There's no way. Especially when Finn Jones and Mike Colter are definitely under contract for another season. I don't know about Kristen Ritter with Jessica Jones thinking about it. Charlie Cox ain't going to let anyone take Daredevil away from him. He will fight tooth and nail for that show and that character. Or that movie role. Who knows? Especially a movie role, He's so passionate about that. No one's taking that away from him. But it's what it is. It's not the end for those characters. Or hopefully it's not the end. There's a good chance they'll get picked up somewhere. Definitely going to be somewhere Disney owns, but I wouldn't expect that for a while because they still have a contract with Netflix, and currently Netflix have cancelled them when that contract runs out, which I think is a Q4 in 2019. I think might be September. September's Q4. So yeah, once that's done. But at the same time, when that's done, their contracts are technically up. But if they can find somewhere, they'll just re-sign them. They won't get someone else whatsoever. And chat, yeah, they didn't know. We know we knew when Iron Fist came out that it was not expected. That there's a lot of conflict behind the scenes. A lot of bad taste in people's mouths. Maybe not bad blood necessarily, but one side's a bit salty, and I think the other side's getting a bit too cocky. You can decide for yourselves which one you think is which. But chat, I don't believe Jessica Jones season 3 is going to end on a cliffhanger because the showrunner that left to go to that WB show, which I can't remember which one it was. She only ever had an idea she was only ever going to stand it for 3 seasons anyway, so I don't think Jessica Jones is ever going to go past that. So, and I've heard that season 3 is going to be wrapping more things up, so you might get a Hellcat, you might not. I'd imagine you probably would, because that's the end of the arc, and if you're going to stop everything, you got to wrap up that loose end in the last season. So it's weird. I don't see season 3 being a cliffhanger. It might you probably will get one, but it'll be more like Daredevil season 3, where it's just, you can end the show on Daredevil season 3 without ever going forward again. But at the same time, here's your little nugget at the end to show that we can still go forward. A bit like Toy Story 3 and the whole giving toys away. But if what I've heard is true, and I believe it is, you kind of want Daredevil to come back at least. Like at least Daredevil, because that's... Netflix have made a mistake. Let's put it that way. They should not have tried to swing their junk on Daredevil, because that's all it is. Daredevil was the golden child for that entire thing. There was no way they were ever going to cancel it. No, just because the numbers are low. Like, yes, they dropped like 57% in viewership, but Daredevil didn't have a season for 2 years. What do you expect? You can skew numbers all you like. There's a ton of factors that go into that sort of stuff, but it's sad. It doesn't. There's a lot of wild theories online about what's going on. A lot of them are wrong. Some are right, some aren't. But I say some aren't. A lot aren't right. But people believe what they want to believe. Everyone says that Feige and Loeb hate each other, and that's not right. Feige had a massive part to play in the Netflix shows. In fact, I'm pretty certain it was his idea to have Daredevil and everything. So, take that what you will. But yeah, that's the end of the news for today. I don't know how long this video went on for. I have not watched Titans. I apologise. I haven't seen it for 2 weeks. I need to catch up. I will hopefully get time this week to watch all 3, because it'll be this week's as well. So I'll be caught up in time for next Monday. So I'll go over it all then, hopefully. So yeah, that's gonna bring us to the end of the show with that. So hopefully this wasn't too bad just by myself. Let me know if you like it on your own, if you like the conversations more. It's the conversations do go on for longer because obviously you've got someone back and forth. But it is what it is. It can't be helped. I'm hopefully going to get other people on, not every week, but if and when I can. So the length of videos and everything is determined to change. So it's going to be what it's going to be. But let me know. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for everyone in chat for joining me. Thanks for everyone on YouTube or wherever you're listening to for listening. And I will see you all tomorrow for CBC movies, roughly around the same time. So, bye!